Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. February is pretty much over now, it's March, and that means it's time for some great albums from the past month. I'm just gonna go through quickly and talk about some of my favorite releases that I made videos about from the past 28 or so days. Let's see. Number one, Step Brothers. The new Step Brothers LP actually dropped in January, but I was a little late to the party. However, still, it's a very good collaborative hip-hop album from West Coast rapper Evidence and MC and producer The Alchemist. They really come together on this album, put together some really great instrumentals that are just huge, bass-heavy, clunky, just trunk-knocking beats. Very smooth, laid-back, sort of chill flows and deliveries. It's not an overly aggressive album, but there are some really good features on this thing too. While some tracks do pale in comparison to others, and it's not like the entire LP has a really huge overarching theme or anything like that, I do think there are some creative songs on this record, some interesting verses, and just an overall very enjoyable vibe. Solid record with a consistently good set of songs. Next, the new Artificial Brain record, Labyrinth, Constellation. Really trippy and alien and psychotic technical death metal record. Just shrill, crazy guitar leads and chords all over this thing. Just not only that, very busy, weirdly grooved out riffs and rhythms and some very low guttural vocals as well. This thing is pummeling, but it's also very colorful for a technical death metal record as well. Colin Marston of Behold the Octopus, Dysrhythmia, as well as Krallis produced the thing, and it's incredibly solid, very enjoyable. The new Behemoth record, The Satanist, is easily one of the most badass, crazy, ambitious, over-the-top, rockin', catchy black metal records I have heard in a while. Do check out my review for that down in the description. And big shout out to Matt Farley for writing a really amazing song about people not giving death metal a fair shake when they should, that I placed into this review for this record. Do watch it if you're interested in such a song. And finally, the new Kil Moon record, I think what is, for right now, my favorite album of the year thus far. Folk rock, Americana, singer-songwriter record from guitarist, songwriter, actor, Mark Kozelek. Doing it bolder than he ever has before. Mark Kozelek really goes into this record reflecting on the many years and life experiences he has behind him with his family and with sex and with his time in the industry and being a professional musician. While a lot of the tracks here do ramble, they are just stunningly personal and revealing. I absolutely love this LP, so many fantastic songs on this album. And also, before I finish this video out, do want to give a shout out to the new St. Vincent record. I didn't love it, but it is very enjoyable. I do recommend it if you are looking for some noisy, eccentric pop music, and the new Schoolboy Q record as well. I dug it more than I thought I was going to. A lot of people around seem to be enjoying it, while there are some sort of lackluster tracks on this thing. And I did fuck up with the track listing on this one, and this really is sort of the album cover that I should have used. I do think Schoolboy Q has grown on this record in terms of making songs that have a bigger pop appeal and making tracks that are a little more substantive too. And then there's always the gangsta as hell tracks on this album that I enjoy as well. Before we close out, here is a list of essentially my favorite songs and tracks that were released from the past month. You can find a link to all, if not all, many of those tracks down there in the description box as well. And that's cool. That's cool. We're done. We are done here. What were your favorite songs, albums from this past month? Transition! What records are you looking forward to this coming month? And, oh man, South by Southwest coming up in March. South by Southwest coming up. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Okay, yeah. I love you. Forever.